Look at that. First try, she busted it right off. That's crazy. All right, y'all, here we are. We got this thing about wrapped up for the most part. The only thing left really to do is the belt. We don't have it on yet, but date night is coming along. We got the supercharger on, we got the piping done. Cut the hole tonight. We just got to put some stuff around to make it pretty. Intake is bolted down. He's cycling the key right now, checking for leaks and stuff. Car is ice cold. It's not been started yet. We've not even tried it. We just got the wiring done. It's all kind of just rough right now, but that's just how you do this. Tapped into the factory lines over here. We are at top dead center, but I don't know how close the timing is. I'd love to knock it out of the park on the timing, but that usually, yeah. You ready to try it? And that's his tune that's in it right now. The tune that was in his car with this supercharger. The only difference is his was a 308 and this is just stock bottom end. So, but that won't really matter. Tune should be pretty much spot on, 80-pound injectors. Just see what happens. Look at that. Hold up. Look at that, y'all. She's running. Tighten up the distributor real quick. Probably gonna have to adjust the throttle body. All that stuff's new.
Fuel pressure showing 35.
35. We'll have to check that tomorrow or something. We don't need to let it run that long, so
okay.
We'll deal with that tomorrow, or we can put the belt on it, whatever. See if it'll take any throttle. Oh yeah, baby.
Go.
All right. Smooth, baby. Look at that. First try, she busted it right off. That's crazy. I don't know. We'll see how we feel tonight. It's late already. I think we're going to go to Waffle House and celebrate. For what?
I guess not. We're going to try to set static timing and all that right now?
I say we just hear it run. So this will be the first startup with the supercharger. Should sound good. So I'm going to leave this next part of the video pretty much raw. And the reason being, I want you guys to pay attention and tell me if you see anything, because this is where everything went wrong. You holding the throttle?
Not worked before?
Oh, it worked, I think. I don't know. I have to check the wiring on it. control parked setting is too high. As soon as I unplugged it, it tried to die. I don't know.
If you want to run the throttle body out some?
I'm gonna run it back in. That way we can get it idle out the idle air control. So I'm gonna leave it unplugged, kind of like the old base idle reset deal, because I know I backed this out way too much. But the idle air control is keeping it held open. It's hard to get to. You still got a pop to it though. I'm wondering if it ain't something to do with the damage.
Yeah, it sounds like maybe the timing was low, but that's why I plugged that in because I want to see what it's idling at. I don't think the timing's going to be low to let it from working in idle.
Well, I've got it cranked way down.
Oh, okay.
So once we get it to idle, we'll go ahead and set the timing
You
on
want to go ahead and set static timing or idle first?
it. Let's get it to idle first. Let's get it started.
No, don't look off enough to pop back to it.
All right. So it was right about this time we realized we had a problem. The car just wouldn't start back up. We thought, okay, timing's too high. Lowered the timing. Car still didn't start. Said, you know what? It's that new starter we just put on. I bet it's bad. So we replaced the starter with the old starter that was on the car. Same result. So this is really not the way you want to do things because you can cause more damage trying to start a car, but we truly didn't think there was anything else going on with it. We also pulled all the plugs out to check, make sure it was a hydrolocked in case the intake was leaking. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and get into the problem. Y'all don't know, but in that last little clip, the car never started back up. So we had to make a phone call. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. We had to make a phone call to Ben and tell him something's up. So he's on the phone right now on speakerphone, and we're trying to figure out what happened. Something happened in number 4 cylinder back here, but we don't know if something was dropped back there. Or
I've always supported his decision not to, take in outside cars and, from people that aren't very close friends and family. And honestly, guys, like years of racing has prepared me not to have a meltdown because I had so much stuff go wrong. I just look at it as, well, if it tore up with him, it was just going to tear up with me the next time or in the near future. So it's nothing to get bent out of shape about.
Yeah. And he's like, the attitude that he's got is what you have to have as well, because this shit's going to happen. It just is. Yeah. So we're going to pull this thing apart. Let's look, we're going to go ahead and end this video for you guys so me and Ben can talk a little bit more, but we're going to pull this thing down enough to see what's going on with it. And Ben no longer trusts us to work on the car, so he's going to take it to Coupe Performance. Let's go out here and talk for a second. Obviously, guys, this is a huge blow. This is not, it's not a laughing matter really in most cases, but to us, it is what it is. Ben's a very close friend of mine. I don't work on people's cars, and this is why. But, we all pitched in and we got after this thing. We were proud of the progress that we had made with this car, and then this happens. So it sucks to have to make a phone call like this to your best friend, and it is what it is, y'all. It's going to happen. We'll get back up with you guys here at some point. We'll let you know what's going on with the car. All right, we got this thing torn apart, and I'll show you the damage here. It was definitely something got down in the engine. And this is a telltale sign right here. It looks like it might have been like a little nut, like maybe a 5/16 nut. The engine does spin over freely now, so we're gonna call this good. It never locked up under power, so that's the big key here, takeaway. So it only locked up after we tried to start it. This is the bad cylinder here, and you can see where it hit the head, but shouldn't be too big of an issue. That's not in the seal area, so probably just smooth that out. Get the valve replaced here. As you can see, it's stuck open. Before we end this video, I want you guys to check something out. I was reviewing the footage where we were shining light through the intake valve, and check out this spot right here. Tell me what you think this is. It almost looks like a hole, but I don't think that's what it is. I think something got on top of the valve. Maybe it shot through the supercharger, because that's when the problem seemed to have started. Either way, we're sending the head to the machine shop to get it worked today, and we'll see what happens. All right, y'all, that's gonna wrap it up on this video. It'll be a little while before these heads, or this head comes back and we get this thing done anyway. So we'll catch y'all in the next one. And as always,
Thanks for watching.
yeah.